What is up, everyone? I'm Jeff Lund, and this is the Mediocre Alaskan Podcast, where we are intolerant of weak-minded attitudes that keep people from pursuing new and exciting things in the areas of fitness, outdoors, and general lifestyle. I'm going to talk about the title once again of the intro here. The intolerance of weak-minded attitudes. The reason why I say that is because the things I hate the most are the things that I do. You know, anytime I have a weak-minded attitude and I put excuses, I put obstacles in my own way, I hate it. I hate it. It's so ridiculous. It's so stupid to do that. Because life is what it is anyway. You know, to approach it with a weak-minded attitude just makes it worse. There are so many things that I could achieve and I could do, but I make excuses for it. And outsourcing the power and outsourcing control of my life to things I can't, it just doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. And I hate doing that. I hate it when I do that. And so I try to talk to people and talk about things, and people who live lives who are, don't have it totally figured out, but have it figured out, and you're kind of excited. The people who are doers and creators. I don't want to be just a passive observer, someone who just sits at home and watches and consumes. I want to be a creator, someone who does something. Kind of with that in mind, I guess. It's February 1st. We got the Super Bowl coming up this weekend, and it's also rivalry week for basketball. High school team is playing the rival Juneau Douglas High School boys basketball tonight, so it'll be fun to go and watch. It just makes you think about high school sports, and obviously played and coached, and it's kind of a weird time. I was talking with some of my students about it, and just the impact of we've always had an obsession as a culture with people who score a lot of points, and just what impact it has now that you got all these short little video clips of people doing crazy stuff, and it's all about amazing dunks, and it's about, this kid scored 70 points in a game. He's not even playing defense. He's just scoring, he's just cherry picking a half quarter. This one kid scored 100 and some points at Division III, or, and that's just what the kids are just fed score. There's no real reinforcement for the kid who makes the winning plays. The best basketball player, if you're a basketball player, you play from baseline to baseline, sideline to sideline, right? You're everywhere. You're not leaking out so that you can score, right? Scorers are scorers. Like James Harden is a great scorer. I hate watching it. Tony Kornheiser from PTI and ESPN said, or equated it to when he takes his dog for a walk, and how the dog just kind of walks around, and then it starts, it sniffs around and makes little circles, and then finds a spot, and then takes a dump. And that Harden's basketball game on offense is like that, because he'll dribble around and then find a spot and then make a move or make a shoot. And I thought that was pretty funny. But that's why so many of his points are unassisted. It's just isolation basketball. Man, while you can appreciate that he's a great offensive player, I can't stand it. I can't stand to watch the Celtics and the Warriors play a couple days ago, and that was kind of a fun game to watch because it was close, and you had everyone competing. On all aspects of on the floor, on playing defense, playing offense, and you didn't have that same isolation, just stand around and watch, and I just hate that. But that's what we reinforce, and in the high school game especially. You have scores, you have kids that make the plays. It's the kid that drives on the floor for the loose ball. And I know it's a cliche sort of, you're just the old curmudgeon. I'm not even that old. But those are the plays that change the game. Saving possessions. And it's not the flashy stuff. If you're always concerned about who's watching you or how many points you score, then you're concerned with the wrong thing. Teams like to say, together. And that's the right thing to say, but do you actually believe it? Are you actually going to do it?
After years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. So when I first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month, I thought, what's the catch? But after talking to them and using their service, it all made sense. There isn't one. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. They cut out the cost of retail stores and pass those sweet savings directly to you. For anyone who hates their phone bill, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. I was hesitant about having to get a new phone and a new phone number, but with Mint, you can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone and your same phone number along with all of your existing contacts. Mint Mobile gives you the best rate whether you're buying for one or for a family, and at Mint, families start at 2 lines. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and to get the plans shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/waypoint. That is mintmobile.com/waypoint. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/waypoint.
We watch teams and we love the upsets, and we love, when the 16 seed beats the 1 seed, which has happened once. But just those teams, those teams who are too stupid to know that they're supposed to have no chance, that make it happen because they just do the little things, right? And I think it reminds us of the type of player that we could be, right? Against all odds. Like, oh man, I wonder if I have that inside me. I wonder if I could do that. It's not even just in the sports realm. It's just pretty much in everything. We listen to inspiring people's stories about the stuff that they did and the stuff that they overcame, and we're just sitting at home watching it, consuming it while they're out doing it. You have an opportunity. Basketball teaches you about life. Basketball is a metaphor for life. So we got the rivalry game tonight. It's going to be crazy. All right? There's always one team that's probably better than the other. Some years you're pretty equally matched, but there's always the time that you're better. And you should win, but the other team just doesn't care. I do not care what you think. I don't care what's supposed to happen. We're going to go out there and make it happen. And those are the games that are fun to watch. And those, if you are the arrogant, team that's seated higher, and that's when you get sniped. You get worried about the wrong stuff, and you start concentrating on things like the referees, and you outsource it. Well, the refs did this, or this person did this, and there's a lot of Chiefs fans upset about the refereeing for the Patriots, and then Saints fans that are upset about the referees and want just taking it to the next level of complaining. And yeah, it was a terrible call, just a terrible no call. But it happens, man, and you still have the rest of the game. You didn't have one play. The entire thing was not just one play. If the whole game was just one play and that happened, that's messed up. But there are other opportunities. All right? And as fans, people are so upset. It's not even their life. It's their fandom, which for some people is their life. And it's great to be a fan. Love to be a fan. But come on. Right? It's over. You lost. It stinks. But that's the way it goes. We create this alternate world of, makes us feel better that because we have an excuse, we have this nice excuse that we can just hold and feed and snuggle with. We were wronged, and this is the reason why, and it makes us feel better. But the outcome doesn't change. You hate Tom Brady because he's a cheater. Because there was an investigation a couple times in this. It's tainted. Is it really? Is it really tainted? He goes out there and he wins, man. He wins. You don't like him, but he still wins. We have all these excuses. Oh man, it's crazy. So I appreciate the Patriots, and I hope they win, and I hope Brady retires. And it'd be a great send off. He's a great player. In Belgium, just an amazing tandem, and what they've done is I appreciate it. I did not appreciate Jordan when he was playing because I was so busy hating him and wanting any team to beat the Bulls that I never saw it for what it was. I didn't appreciate just what a great player he was and how great he made his team. I was too busy hating him, but now I look back and I kind of appreciate it. Love to hate. Now I just appreciate the Patriots for what they are. People hate them for all these things, and you don't appreciate it for what it is. You're too busy hating it. You're cloaked and you're blinded by hate. You can't see what's really going on there. But I appreciate it. I think it'd be great if they won. I don't think he's gonna retire, but I think it'd be great send off to go out like that. Because who knows, the next couple of years, what if he does tail off a little bit and they don't have that magic and they can't get it, and so his last year is a 10-6 year, barely make the playoffs or don't make the playoffs, and I just think I'm not a huge Patriots fan, but I appreciate what's going on, so I think he deserves go out on top. Patriots will be terrible for a while after that, but I think that's just that's a good send off, right? The guy's been on top for so long. They appreciate what it was. Maybe that's why we don't like people who are really good or teams that are really good, because it reminds us of just how relentless people are, and we're not. It's one thing to make it to that level, but to stay there for so long and be so good, maybe it's just a repetitive beating, and we think about how much we have not achieved, and it takes so much energy. Gosh, this guy doesn't do excuses, and I have so many. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why I hated Jordan. I also appreciate UConn women's basketball, and they lost second game. Goodness sakes, what is going on there? But appreciate that. Just they're just so good, so dedicated, and that team is just a machine. So it's impressive to watch that, but also impressive to watch the team that rises to the occasion and makes it happen. Right? Girls basketball, women's basketball can be so uncompetitive at times. You got 60-point margin of a victory, but then you have that team that sticks around, right? And just is just feisty and just I don't care who you are. I don't care that you're UConn. We're going to do this. We're going to compete. Love watching that. So it gives rise to some epic upsets. That Final Four game that Mississippi State or South Carolina, whoever it was that beat UConn on a buzzer beater. That's just epic. And you just wonder if you have that clutchness in you. It doesn't have to be in basketball, but could you do that? So that's cool. I like the Warriors. I like watching the Warriors because they play basketball. They play basketball. They're basketball players. They play between the baseline and baseline, sideline and sideline. They're not just offensive scorers. The people who put their team at a disadvantage on defense because they don't finish the possession. They're leaking out for fast breaks. Whoa, my man didn't score. Well, yeah, but you put your team at a 5-4 disadvantage. So if your person didn't score, that's fine. Someone else had to cover your man, and I don't like that. So, be an interesting weekend. Super Bowl. I'm gonna root for Brady to win and retire. Don't think that's gonna happen. The retiring part. So I don't know. I think I'll in the game. Something in the first minute of the game will kind of stir, or right before the game I'll make the call. But right now I have no clear favorite. But so there you go, episode 77. It's Friday morning, 5:45 a.m. Gotta make some breakfast, get to work, and have a good weekend. Talk to you later. Make sure you go to the mediocrealaskan.com. Check that out. Go to the Mediocre Alaskan on Instagram, or Alaska Lund on Instagram. Either way, and that will do it. Talk to you next time.